Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. In this video I am doing a mock question for ASGS. So if you have this, I'm not sure how many of you have this. It's from Mastering Maths. It is a hard paper of course, so if you have it you can look through it or just directly look here, ASGS. So they already told you that GN is a GS. So do you still remember how many things do we have for GS? If it's a general term, like you want to find some specific value of the term, then we call it the Tn of GS will be A saying R n Gamyat. And if you want to have the sum of the first n terms, then it will be A 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. But then of course the numbers are infinite, so we have sum of infinity as well, which will be A over Yat Gam R. Okay, this is for GS. Okay, now that you're here, let's also go through for AS. AS, the normal common general term is A plus N Gamya D, and then the sum of AS will be, you do it first and then just check if you are correct, N over 2 G A Ka N minus 1 D. Okay, just remember all the 5 terms. I am proud of myself that I still remember. At this moment, I don't have calculator with me, so I'm not cheating at all. Because I left all my calculators in school because I'm 100% sure there will be some students who will forget to bring it. Anyways, so this one first. Now that we already know it's a GS. In the next line, the sum of the first 3 terms is blah blah blah, and the sum of the 6 terms is 1638. So the first one first, the sum of 3 terms. So S3 will be 1701. How do I find the S3? Well, of course, if you use the original method like this one, not that it's not possible, it is, but then that will take time. You will be much more confused. So what I will do, because it's just 6 terms only, so you can write the whole terms together. So I will use the normal TN method. So the first term means A, and the sum of them, right? Sum of the first 3 terms. So A. How about the second terms? A times R2 minus 1 is just 1, so no need to write on top. And then the third term, A times R square, and then you have 1701. This is one of the way you can do if the numbers are very small. But if the numbers are like 10, 20 like that, then you better do this one. That will take time, of course, but then you still can find it. Both are possible to find it. Because even though you do this one, and then it will be 2 different equations, and then the second one divided by the first one, and then you can find R first because AA will be cancelled out. Both are possible. See whatever you can find it. And then from here, is there anything that you can do? If nothing, then just wait until here. We can continue later on, right? So this is your first term. And then the second term, we know the sum of the first 6 terms. So S6 is so again you can do A plus AR plus AR square plus AR the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. 1638. Now this looks much complicated, right? Such a long here. This part we can easily replace it by 1701. But how about this? So what we do in our next step is see if there is anything common in between any of them. So this one, it's from here. So how about this one? Anything common? Yes, you can take out R cube. And then what are you left with? A plus AR plus AR square. And here it's still the same. And then now do you see anything special? This and this is the same, and you can replace it by 1701. Yay. Or you could directly take the whole thing out like the normal factorization, and then you're left with 1 plus R cube 1638, and this replaced by 1701. So 1 plus R cube will be 1638 over 1701. Then click calculator because I don't have it. It's in school. So 1 plus r cube. Let me do it in harden. 26 over 27. Oh, this is cube. So r cube will be 26 over 27 minus 1. R cube is negative 1 over 27. So r is negative 1 over 3. So you found out r. After finding out r, you can just replace in any of them. So let's say in our first term, so you will have a plus a that plus a that equals to 1638. And then because you don't know a, let's take that as common because they all have it. So 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1, this one, put a big bracket, this one cancel out. And then because they are all numbers, so you can click in calculator, you will be able to get a as this whole bracket thingy 7 over 9. It's the first term. And the a will be 2187. So now you have your first term, you have your common r. That's your part A question only. That was a long one. Anyways, for part B, I want to continue, but my niece is here. She's making noises. Let me just quickly go through this one first. So now that was the original thing. There's a new thing now. N is replaced by 2n minus 1. So again, you can have your first few terms. That will be easy to know. Okay, what is our Gn first of all? Gn is 2187 negative 1 over 3 and minus 1. That's our common term for Gn, right? Because you have your first term and then r and minus 1. That's your Gn. Now there is a new term called Pn. Pn is basically from the G, the n is changed to 2n minus 1. So wherever there's n here, it will be changed to 2n minus 1. So you do that first. What is our Pn? Pn will be 2187, no change, negative 1 over 3, no change. Oh, n is changed. 2n minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is, so 2187, negative 1 over 3, 2n minus 2. Okay, until here. And then what else can we do with this one? This looks too complicated, right? There's so many numbers. This 2187, it can be replaced by something else. Now, why do I want to replace by something else or this whole thing? Because 2 is common here. What can I do with this part? And what can I do with this part? So you can try to click calculator. In the end, we want to make all the bases as the same. So you can make the bases as 3 or maybe the bases as something else if you can. So this one first, 2187, click calculator because I already can see it because it can be divided by all the things. It can be divided by 9, so it can also be divided by 3. So there is a power of 3 to the power of 7 here. And then this one, now it's a negative 1 over 3. If I want to move this 3 to the top, what can I do? You can make the powers the opposite sign. So negative first, that negative, will it disappear or not? We will know it in a while. How? First of all, if I take this 2 common, then it will have been negative 1 over 3, 2, and then n minus 1. And this 2 comes here, you will have 3, 7, 1 over 9, and then n minus 1. Until here, okay, right? 2 is common, and then it's a bracket. So bracket, you can separate it. This 2 comes in first because it's just numbers. So you can click it. The negative sign will be disappear if the power is even number. So now, but again, this is the base with 3 and this base is not 3. So how can I do this one? If you want to change that, your next step, I'll just do it here. 3, 7 will be 9, negative 1. and then n minus 1. It's a negative power now because I'm moving the place to the upside. If you move the place to up or down, like switching the places, you put a negative or change the signs. And then now this 3 I want to change to 2. So 3 negative 2 and minus 1, 3 7. And then this negative 2 goes back out, so it will be 3 negative 2n plus 2. And then can I do something else now? Because the bases are same, so the powers can add up. So you will write 3, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 minus 2n. That's your whole Pn. It's better to simplify to the most possible smallest value, because later on you will need it. So now I have my Pn, 3, 9 minus 2n. What do I need? I need to find, let's find for a few terms. It might be useful later on. P1, 3, 9 minus 2, 1. That's a lot. 3, 9 minus 2 is 7. And P2, 9 minus 2, 2. 9 minus 4 is 5. So P3, 9 minus 2, 3, which is 3, 3. So your first terms here is 3, 7. And then your common ratio is, it's not 3, 5. Each time the power is getting less. So it will be 3, negative 2. Right? Yeah. So 3, negative 2. Each time it's getting that less. Anyways, so that's just, it might be useful later on. I don't know, maybe. So now what do I have? What does the question need? I even didn't look at it. Oh, this. This is so fake. Yeah. Did I copy it? Yeah, this thing. So you have to do this. Log 9. Now if there is a log and everything inside is multiplied, what can you do? You can simplify. Yay. By giving the log to all of them, and between them it will be a plus. Okay, until here. Log 9 pm, and that is less than negative 100. And then what can I do? I can replace this P1 by these numbers now. So log 9, P1 is 3, 7. Log 9 P2 is 3, 5. And the M changed, so this one. So log 9, 3, 9 minus 2n, negative 100. Now what can I do? I can do something else now, right? So because the powers are there, so powers can come down, but then I also don't want to have these logs. What can I do? So if you don't like those logs, what can you do, right? Your next step, in each of them, if you do it separately, you can also do it. So log 3, 7 over log 9. You can do this. But then if you want to keep the log at some other base, you can. What base shall I keep? You can choose on your own. Can I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10? Maybe, yes, if you want to. But you have to be smart enough to choose which one. I will be choosing the base as log 3. Now why am I choosing log 3? Because when this powers comes down, this is log 3, 3. Both of them are same. If both of them are same, then you can cancel out. Like it will become 1. Log 3, 3, you can click calculator, it will be 1. Okay, that is one reason I'm putting the bases as 3. I do the same for this one and this one. And because between them it's a plus, so you can combine the whole thing together. It will be, and then here as well as log 3, 3, 5, log 3, 3, 9 minus 2n. And then now because this is just a number, you can write in the middle Even if you had written separately, the next step you can combine them. And then now log 3, 9. What is the answer for that? Click calculator. 3 to the power of square 2 is 9. So log 3, 9 is 2. So you will give the 2 to the other side. It will be negative 200. And then now this 7 comes down. And then because that is log 3, 3. So you can cancel out. No need to write. Plus 5 plus 9 minus 2m. It's m because the question gave you m. If you write n, you can have a pp minus 1. Alright, now it looks much easier, right? You have everything now. You have your first term, you have your common difference, and then you also know how many terms in total, pm. So you are adding them up. So it will be sum of your m terms less than negative 200. Your first term is 7. Your common difference is, it is a common difference. Now why is that? Because it's 7, 5. If you did more, 7, 5, 3, blah 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 blah, every time is minusing 2. Originally it was power, but then after giving the logs, your powers are getting disappeared if you have the bases and the values same. So it became as now. Alright, until here. So this is just for your rough, so you can do it on your own. So sum of m terms is less than negative 200. Your m over 2, the 2a plus n minus 1. So m minus 1, common difference, negative 200. And then you can disappear this 2 first. It will go to the other side. You will have negative 400. Here, 2 times 7, 14. And this one comes in, negative 2m plus 2. And then 14 plus 2, you have 16 minus 2m. Because I don't have calculator, I'm doing much slower, of course. And then just go in. So 16m minus 2m squared, and then that comes here as well. And but then when you click calculator, give the square one first. And the formula 0, 1, what do you get? You get very, very ugly answers, right? So ms, but then before that, let's draw the unhappy face. Then you have 2 answers. One of them is, I don't know, negative 10.6969. I know it because I'm seeing the marking scheme now. I have to, because the final answer I can't think in hard. And then you need to be less than 0. So these 2 lines is going those ways. When you draw the happy and unhappy face, don't draw this way or this way, like very, very vertical or horizontal, whatever it's called. So draw a little fatter, like so that you can easily know where the signs are going. So m is less than negative 10.6969. That is rejected, of course. Then m is greater than 18.6969. So if that is the thing, then what's your least value? 19. Okay, now this question you need to know very well, because this also comes in DSC. Like DSC few past papers were like that. They give you log something as something. But DSC, what good was that they already give you the hint, like what basis you had to change. This time they did not. So that's why you have to think on your own. And when you have to think on your own, make sure the base and the values are same, so that you can cancel the whole thing out. Okay, so go through the whole questions one and then see if you get it. If you still don't get it, please ask me again. And then don't share this too much because of the copyrights issue. Anyways, till then, see you next time. Allah Hafiz.